I say, oh boy, it's 90 minutes past 8 with TVAM, and he has been the leader. He's my leader, certainly, since the early 70s, and we all wanted we all wanted to be and still want to be in his gang. He needs no introduction. So before we meet Gary, though, let's have a look at the new single, which has gone straight in at #1, I believe, this week.
81, not 1, 81.
Straight in at 81 this week,
yeah.
A medley of some of his hits. It's called And the Leader Rocks On. Oh, wonderful. And the leader is with us this morning. Leader, good morning.
Thank you. Good morning.
That's the first time you've seen that as well. You pleased?
Yeah, I am. I'm impressed with my manager, Jeff Hanlon. Really very good. I am very pleased, yeah, because we put it together so quickly because it's Gary Glitter is 20 years old, right? And we thought we would try and put a few of the songs together to just remind everybody. A lot of the kids are always writing to me and saying, you know, we can't get Leader of the Gang anymore and all that. If you think it's a bit slower, it is, because to try and get them all, you know, at the same tempo, that's what we did.
But the drum beat's still there, sort of, you still the double drums, don't you?
Absolutely,
which is fabulous, and it just adds more.
Yeah.
And you were still bopping away to it on the sofa there. I mean, you never get tired of that, do you?
I love those songs. I mean, because they've been such great hits over the years. In fact, and the other thing we've got is the Greatest Hits album coming out after that. Again, because so many people have asked us to, you know, put it in CD form and everything.
Has it not been out in CD already, no? That's amazing.
Not really, no.
Oh, I'll go and buy that when it comes out.
Thank you.
You got one sale at least anyway, all right?
Oh, absolutely.
Now listen, you're starting, it's an annual event now, isn't it? It's the tour comes up towards the end of the year.
It's that time of the year, yeah. We're doing Wembley on the 17th and 18th, and we're up in Manchester, and we always end up on Christmas Eve
to Glasgow, isn't it?
Glasgow, always. Glasgow is fabulous.
What is it about the audience up there then? What is it about the audience then?
If you've ever heard a football crowd sing absolutely in tune, the Glaswegians know how to do it. I think probably second to them would be Liverpool or the Manchester area, that kind of area. But the Glaswegians have got this wonderful way of a crowd singing, a big crowd singing, absolutely spot on in tune. It moves me to tears every year. It's incredible. And they do most of the work now, you know, I just leader it up a little bit.
You just get on the motorbike and come in at the start as well.
Yeah,
Well, that looks fabulous.
all the fun, really.
It's a big production number. How many people do you have sort of working backstage and trucks of stuff coming?
Well, that film that we've just seen was done at Sheffield Arena, which is a great arena actually. It's one of the better arenas in this country, and I think there's about 90 people all in all that are working and involved in the whole thing. Yeah, it's quite a package. And this year, because it's 20 years anniversary, we've got so many surprises. I can't wait. You know.
Right, you're not going to tell us one or two now? No, don't. No,
because it wouldn't be. It wouldn't be. But
it.
there is a great surprise. There is a great surprise coming up this year.
Yeah. Now you're still keeping trim. You look great. I mean,
I'm pretty fit.
You work
I'm
out
going to
every
stand
day?
up and show you the
Please
pod.
do. Yes.
Right. What do you think?
Lovely.
Eh? Running every day. It's not bad. I mean, mind you, I'm only 20.
I was going to say that. You're only 20 years old, really, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. Glitter is 20. That's the great thing about changing your name and being somebody else, is you can say, all right, Glitter is 20, Paul Raven was 12 before that.
Yeah.
You know.
But you've stood the test of time, because people are still buying, or trying to buy the records if they can find them. They're still turning up at the concerts in their thousands. What is it? Is it? Are you getting the young crowd as well, like the kids that probably be into rave or dance music just now, still coming?
I think there's no age to rock and roll, Martin. I mean, we are the rock and roll generation. You know, we're not talking like, well, you know, one day.
I remember washing my father's car when I was years old, and I first heard "Didn't Know I Loved You Till I Saw You Rock and Roll." Or was it Rock and Roll Parts 1 and 2? Was that the first one? Yeah.
That was the first one.
That was the first one.
Yeah.
I thought, hey, this is new. I like this.
Oh, you're in the gang.
I'm in the gang, yes.
He's all right. He's okay, Martin.
I've got my badge. Now listen, stay with us. It's great to talk to you. You know, you met Pet Clark before, haven't you?
I have, yes, the legendary Pet Clark.
Well, she's going to join you on the sofa in a few minutes.
Good. I can't wait to see her again.
Stay there. Thanks.
Yeah. It's great to see you. It
Thanks
really is.
Oh, congratulations on your wedding, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're looking lovely for it.
Thank you very much. Right, now we'll take a break. After the break, Petula Clark will join us. Gary's here, of course, and we'll have the weather. It's 8:31. Now, our next guest made the 60s her own with songs like Downtown, Don't Sleep in the Subway, and I Couldn't Live Without Your Love, among many others. Well, with over 30 million record sales to date, you could understand it if she wanted to take things a wee bit easier. Instead, she's about to embark on her first tour here for over 10 years. Let's meet Petula Clark.
Hello.
Good morning. It's really good to see you.
Yeah.
Great to see you. You must be very, very busy right now, sort of putting the final touches to everything, because it kicks off on Wednesday, I believe.
Yes, Wednesday we're doing 2 days at Hayes, and I was just saying to Gary, you know, we're doing 2 days so that we can really sort of get it and try and knock it into shape, because I'm doing so much new stuff in it.
Yeah, you're really stretching yourself. I mean, like we said, it could be very easy for you. You know, you could go on and do all the sort of the hits that you're obviously very famous for, which you will be
I'll
including.
do anyway,
yeah. But you're also, I mean, you're doing, I believe that you're doing one of the Phantom numbers as well, putting that in.
Yes, I thought it might be interesting to do the music of the night. I've never heard a lady sing it ever, so I'm going to have a bash at that. And stuff from Miss Saigon and Les Mis and, you know, the usual things, but slightly differently, I think, and something from Carmen Jones and, you know, lots of stuff.
Right. Are these songs that would you sort of saying to yourself, well, I want to do ones that I love? Is it very much songs from the heart that you really enjoy doing?
Yeah, the whole idea of this tour is really for me to have fun on stage, and the musicians too. Because I think if we're having fun, I don't know if you feel like that too, but if we're having fun, you know, we can kind of transmit that to an audience, and it's sort of a contagious thing. I'm also doing a Freddie Mercury song, and I'm doing a whole thing, a kind of rock thing, doing a bit of rock.
But
for you.
You've always been a rock singer.
I have actually.
Inside, haven't you?
Well, yes.
Deep down.
Inside, I'm tall, dark, and mysterious too.
You're very mysterious.
Aren't we all, darling?
What is he like? What is he like? A total charmer, a complete charmer, charming everybody.
Actually, I'm a great fan of Pet Clark, I must say, that over the year. I mean, first of all, you forget that she actually held the British film industry for years.
Exactly.
I mean, she was the British film industry for years. That's why I said to you when we were having our makeup done, I'm hardly wearing any, of course.
Only took him a minute, a flying visit, Shade.
You know, it would be lovely to see Pet back at acting, because she's such a great actress.
I was wondering about that. I was actually going to ask you that, whether or not you got offered film scripts, or is it something now that you feel You've done that. Perhaps you don't want to go back to it.
Well, I did a lot of movies as a kid. You know, I was under contract to the Rank organisation as an actress because we weren't making musicals then. And then I did Finian's Rainbow in the States with Coppola, you know. And then with Herb Ross I did Goodbye Mr. Chips, and working with great directors, that's the thing, is to work with the right director.
And to get offered the right part as well, isn't it?
Yes, I wouldn't mind playing a small part in, you know, Scorsese movie, you know.
Me too.
You know, right.
Me too. Put in a good word for me.
Turning into a double act.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it would be something like that would be good. But then obviously you had a family to bring up as well.
Yeah.
And you live sort of half the year in France and half over here. Do you?
Well, in Geneva, actually, in
Switzerland. Is it Geneva?
Yeah.
Sorry,
that's okay.
Exactly the same. No, that's where you're based now. Do you, when you're at home, do you speak French or do you speak English, or is it a mixture?
A mixture, really.
Is it
yes.
a mixture of both?
Yes. Yes.
That must be brilliant, because especially now we're all supposed to be Europeans, although you wouldn't think it judging by the headlines and the,
let's not get into that
furore that's going on at the
Stay away
moment.
from that one.
But it's wonderful that your children as well. I mean, how are they? Do they feel sort of international, or do they feel British, or are they very much sort of Europeans?
I think they're very much Europeans, yes, and they've travelled a great deal in other countries as well, and that's good. I like them to travel and see other places. But Paddy, our son, was educated here, so he's a bit more English, I suppose, than the others. But he's in the French army at the moment.
Was he doing his national service right now?
Yes, he's coming out in November, and he wants to be a professional golfer. And the other girls, I suppose Kate, the middle one, is the most Parisian of our lot, really.
Right.
And Barra sort of moves around, you know.
I know that your youngest daughter had a wee bit of problems, but she's over that now?
The oldest.
Is it the oldest, sorry?
Yeah.
Is she over that now? Is everything all sorted?
She's been over that for 9 years. I mean, she's solid as a rock now, thank God.
Good, that's good, because that must be quite difficult. There's a problem that you'll obviously be familiar with, but we don't want to go into too much. It's like the problem with drugs, but you got that over. Did that bring you closer together as a family, do you think, when you were going through those problems?
Yeah, I think so, and I think we all learned a lot from it.
Yeah.
And you know, I like going to the meetings too, and it's an amazing philosophy they have at AA and NA. It's very good.
Yeah, it helps the whole family too.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, it's interesting to know that there is help out there, you know,
for
anybody who does have a problem, drink or drug problem. Really, there is a lot of people out there helping if you want to get in touch.
Yeah, because very often people can just sort of get terribly into themselves and they don't look for help. We're not very good as a race, British people, at actually sort of saying,
I think we're getting better. I think we're getting
help.
better because we talk about things a lot more, you know. I mean, things that are said on television today wouldn't have been said, you know, 20 years ago.
Indeed not. I mean, at 8:10 we were sitting talking about sex at 8:10 in the morning, which we'd
Well,
unheard of
absolutely.
a few years ago.
Mind you, I've been addicted to everything else. I may as well get addicted to that. You know?
You won't be going to Michael Douglas's clinic then? No, indeed.
No, he can play with his own nurses.
Yes. Oh, Gazzer. Listen, stay with us, both of you. We have to take a break right now, but stay with us, and Paul Gambaccini will be joining us.
Just in case you haven't woken up, not quite fully wake up at where you should be at 8:37 in the morning, here is Gary with a very quick wake-up call. Just wake them up for us, will you? Just to... We'll take a short break.
And then I wrote.
Lunatics from an asylum who go for a weekend to New York or something.
Michael Keaton, Christopher
It'll be a
Lloyd.
very funny movie. But anyway, I just say that because it's a great movie. Gary Glitter and Petula Clark are with us again. Have you ever been in a movie, Gary? Have you ever done a...
No, not
Obviously not such a great one, was it?
I did a thing with Roger Daltrey called How to Be Cool for Grenada, which was the closest. And I've
Now, what would you know about
I've
that?
done Remember Me This Way, which was a sort of documentary about me, which did very well in the cinema. But it was pre-video days. I mean, nowadays it would have just gone straight into video. But in fact, there were queues outside the cinema. We did. But I would love to be in the movies. I would really love to be.
I wonder if at the time in the early 70s, when you started off having those hits, if you had to do videos for them, what they would have been like.
Well, we did in a kind of way. I mean, that's how we thought it. When we did Top of the Pops, because, you know, from 1972 to 76, we literally, there was Slade, Sweet, we virtually moved into
Mud,
Top of the Pops,
great,
exactly. And so each week we tried to outdo each other with different things. And so I always try to think of a new costume to go with the song, and a new... the motorbike always came with Leader of the Gang. So it was like making videos. We were just pre-videos. We were thinking that way.
Because you both first met, I think, was it Ready, Steady, Go or something?
Oh yeah, I was doing the warm-up. Ready, Steady, Go. Yeah, you didn't notice me. I mean, you're such a big star, you know, which of course you are. You know, yeah, I forget which song you were singing though, because I used to watch you a lot, and you know, I still do, of course. But yeah, what would you have been singing?
Ready, Steady, Go. I don't
may
know.
have been doing Downtown.
Maybe, yeah, could be.
Because Paul was just saying that Downtown was a hit in the States for
massive.
months and months
I mean,
and months.
we're in the presence of a goddess of the charts in
absolutely.
America here. I mean,
Yeah.
quite seriously, Downtown was a #1, My Love was a #1, and I also said that I use one of your records as an example when people ask me, what's the difference between American English and British English? Don't Sleep on the Subway, one of your big hits in the States. And of course, over here, everyone has a meaning for subway. But in America, it's different, because what would be called the tube over here is the subway in the States. So everybody thought that the person in the song was falling asleep on a train and spending his whole night on the Circle Line.
Don't sleep in the subway, darling.
That's right.
That's how it goes. Yes.
Or Baby, as Sinatra used to sing.
So good.
That's right.
Yeah.
Now you're on tour over here. You're doing a tour. What sort of towns are you sort of taking in? All the big places?
Well, St Albans, Oxford, and where else now? Oh dear, Ipswich and
what size
Chichester.
Have you got your own orchestra with you?
Oh
or?
sure, yes, my own band. 9 musicians and a couple of singers and a whole lot of new material. I'm really, really looking forward to it now.
How long has it been since you were last on the road like that over here?
Well, they say 10 years, but I think it's actually longer than
I think
that.
it's longer.
But I've been doing concerts on and off around England for some time, but I wanted to do something a bit different this time, so I will.
Right, great. But you've still got a home here, haven't you? Although you're based in Switzerland, you've still got a home here,
Sort of a base here, yes. My real home is in Geneva, and we have a lovely chalet in the mountains in 𝐵𝐺𝐤, which is nice. And the kids live in Paris, so I mean we sort of go around those 3 places all the time, and I travel a lot in my work. Go to the States a lot.
Was there anything in the press reports that you were being musically courted by either Prince or Michael Jackson?
Michael, yeah.
Yeah, that's right, didn't he? In a very roundabout way, tried to get in touch with you. What happened?
Oh, well, apparently, well, we have a mutual friend, and this mutual friend said to me one day, "You do realise that Mikey is a great fan?" I said, "What?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Oh, come on," He said, "Well, I'll get him on the phone." So he got him on the phone, and we had this conversation, and I thought, afterwards, I thought, well, anybody could have been imitating Michael Jackson. Hi, Petula.
How do you talk?
Hi, Petula. Oh, really,
Hi,
really.
Petula.
Not like that.
No,
Oh,
not like
sorry.
that. Now, stop that now.
He's never called me.
No, he's nice. I met him afterwards several times, and it's true. He's a great fan. He loves a lot of people. Actually, he's a fan. I mean, a real enthusiastic fan. And last year he called this mutual friend. He said, "I think it's time she recorded again," and he financed a session in LA, and the record's just gone out in the States.
Yeah, right. So we might get it in this country as well at some point?
I hope so. Yes, I'll be doing it on the tour anyway.
Great. Well, thank you both for coming in. Good luck with the tour.
Thank you.
And,
Good luck with your tour.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you. See you
Leader
in
with,
Wembley and Manchester and all the other... Shepton Mallet too, at my home, near my
Shepton
home
Mallet.
this year. So
Lovely.
book early, please.
So we're all going to your place for a big gig. Great.
Yeah.
Fabulous. That sounds
Yeah.
good. And thanks, Paul, as well.
I'm touring the
Those-
video previews.
Yep. And those wonderful, wonderful concerts at Christmas time in Glasgow. A legend they are. Right, we'll take a break now. After the break, it's the Doc Spot, so stay tuned.